What if the biggest signs that a woman wants you are the ones she never says out loud? Curious? Attraction rarely shows itself in obvious words. Instead, it hides in quiet signals. Eye contact that lingers, subtle touches, and small shifts in energy that most men completely miss. Welcome to the female psyche, a place where we explore the deeper psychology of attraction, emotions, and human connection. Thoughtful. In today's video, we're going to uncover the subtle and often unnoticed signs that may reveal when a woman is quietly developing deeper feelings for you. One of the most fascinating truths about human behavior is that the things people want most are often the things they never say directly. Genuine desire usually stays hidden beneath the surface. It lives in quiet signals that most people miss completely. You can notice it in eye contact, small movements, changes in tone, and shifts in energy. When two people interact, this silent form of communication becomes even stronger and far more revealing. Curious. Today, we're going to slowly uncover some of those quiet signals that may suggest a woman wants something deeper with you. These behaviors are rarely random. They come from real psychology, emotion, and natural attraction. When you begin to recognize them, the way you see everyday interactions can completely change. Thoughtful. The first sign often appears in the eyes. People often say the eyes reveal what the heart is feeling, and when attraction is present, the eyes usually show it first. A quick, polite glare. Ence means very little, but when her gaze lingers for a moment longer, comes back repeatedly, or briefly drops toward your lips before returning to your eyes, that can carry meaning. Her words may stay calm and neutral, but her eyes quietly reveal curiosity and interest growing beneath the surface. Eye contact carries a surprising amount of emotional weight. When someone feels drawn to you, their gaze becomes softer and lasts longer than it normally would. There is often a small pause, almost like a moment of hesitation. Curious. She might hold eye contact just a second longer, then look away with a slight smile that feels almost instinctive. When these moments repeat themselves, they are rarely accidental. They often mean her attention and emotions are slowly leaning closer toward you. The second sign often appears through touch. Touch is one of the oldest and most natural forms of human communication. It creates warmth and closeness without needing a single word. Chuckles. When a woman lightly taps your arm while laughing, gently brushes against you while standing nearby, or adjusts something on your shirt, these actions can carry subtle meaning. Psychology shows that repeated small touches often signal that comfort and attraction are quietly building. These touches are usually quick and soft, but they still create a sense of connection. Many times she may not even realize she is doing it consciously. It happens naturally. Each small moment of contact becomes a quiet way of testing the space between you and building familiarity. Gradually, physical distance begins to shrink. Curious. This behavior is rarely random. It often reflects her way of inviting you a little closer into her personal space while sensing whether the connection feels safe and natural. The third signal shows up through body language. The body often communicates honestly, even when someone's words stay neutral. When a woman feels comfortable and interested, her posture usually becomes more open. She may lean slightly in your direction during conversation. Her arms remain relaxed instead of crossed. Her legs may naturally angle toward you while sitting, thoughtful. You might also notice her tilting her head while listening carefully or brushing her hair away from her neck in a relaxed way. Open body language often reflects a sense of comfort and curiosity. It suggests she feels at ease in your presence. When people feel guarded or uninterested, their bodies tend to close off. They create distance. But when someone feels safe and drawn toward another person, their posture opens up without them even thinking about it. These small details may seem simple, but together they create a silent message that says, I feel comfortable here. Curious. Attraction often grows from comfort, and comfort almost always shows itself through movement and posture. The fourth sign can sometimes be heard in the way she speaks. Many people don't realize how much their voice changes when they are around someone they feel drawn to. Her tone might soften slightly when she talks with you. There may be a warmer energy behind her words or a light sense of playful teasing. Accolades. She might even create small inside jokes that only the two of you share. These subtle shifts in tone quietly build a sense of closeness. A warmer or playful voice often reflects emotional interest. She may stretch the conversation longer than necessary, finding small reasons to keep the interaction going. Even when the topic itself is simple, the energy in her voice can reveal that she enjoys the moment and wants the connection to continue. Over time, these small vocal changes create a deeper feeling of familiarity that slowly pulls two people closer together. Chuckles. She might begin to laugh more easily when you're around. Her voice carries a lighter, freer energy. These small changes in tone and expression slowly create a shared atmosphere between the two of you. It begins to feel like a tiny world that exists just for both of you. Size. Within that space, attraction quietly strengthens. A private rhythm forms, something subtle that others may not even notice, yet it builds a quiet sense of closeness between you. The fifth signal often appears in the type of compliments she gives. Basic compliments about someone's appearance are common and polite, but when she starts admiring your personality, your sense of humor, the way you handle challenges, or the way your mind works, the meaning goes deeper. Curious. It shows she is truly paying attention. She is noticing parts of you that exist beyond the surface. When someone compliments the deeper qualities of who you are, it usually reveals a level of emotional openness. Thoughtful. It means she has been observing you carefully. That kind of admiration carries more emotional weight than it might seem at first. It suggests she is not only seeing how you look, but also feeling connected to the person you are inside. Size. Those kinds of compliments often hold more meaning than simple praise about appearance. The sixth sign often shows itself when she tries to create private moments with you. Attraction tends to grow stronger in personal spaces rather than in loud, crowded environments. If she suggests stepping outside for a little fresh air, drifts with you toward a quieter corner during a gathering, or sends you a private message after a group conversation, there is usually intention behind it. Curious? She may simply want a space where distractions disappear and conversation can flow more naturally. Wanting a moment alone together is not about secrecy. It is about creating intimacy. In those quieter settings, people feel more comfortable expressing themselves. Size. Emotional walls begin to lower and the connection becomes more genuine. When she regularly finds ways to spend time with you away from the crowd, it often means she values your presence and is curious to explore that connection further. The seventh sign appears through her energy. Attraction can create small physical reactions in the body. Her cheeks might become slightly flushed when you compliment her. She may play with her hair, shift her posture, or laugh with a little more brightness than usual. This combination of excitement and nervousness is often a natural response to chemistry. Curious. You might also notice that when you walk into the room, her energy changes. She may sit up straighter, her smile might widen, her movements could become a little more animated, excited. These reactions usually happen without planning or effort. They are not rehearsed behaviors. They simply reflect the way the body responds when someone feels emotionally stimulated by another person's presence. At the same time, there is an important truth to remember. No single signal tells the whole story. Real understanding comes from noticing patterns over time. When several of these signs appear again and again, that is when deeper interest is more likely present. Thoughtful consistency matters far more than one isolated moment. With this awareness also comes responsibility. These signals should never be used as tools to manipulate someone. Instead, they are opportunities to practice emotional intelligence. Sincere people with strong character do not take advantage of attraction. They treat it with respect. They respond with honesty, kindness, and maturity. Real connection grows through authenticity and mutual openness, not through pressure or mind games. Attraction itself is not built on tricks. It is built on truth. A woman's eyes, body language, voice, and energy can all become pieces of a quiet story unfolding. Curious. She may not say everything out loud, but part of her hopes you will notice. As we come to the end of this conversation, remember something important about human connection. Thoughtful. Attraction is rarely loud or obvious. More often, it moves quietly through small actions, gentle glances, shifts in tone, and moments of shared energy. The signals we explored today are not dramatic gestures. They are subtle expressions of comfort, curiosity, and emotional interest that naturally appear when someone begins to feel drawn to another person. When you start noticing these patterns, you begin to understand people on a deeper level. Eye contact that lingers, playful touches, open body language, warmer tones of voice, meaningful compliments, the desire for private conversations, and that spark of nervous excitement. All of these can be small pieces of a larger emotional picture, but the real key is not to focus on just one sign. Thoughtful. Real attraction reveals itself through consistency. When these signals appear together over time, they begin to tell a quiet story of growing interest. At the same time, awareness should always be paired with respect. These signals are not tools to control someone or force a connection. They are simply invitations to understand emotions more clearly. Sincere. The strongest connections happen when two people meet each other with honesty, patience, and genuine curiosity. Attraction should never be rushed or manipulated. Gentle. It grows naturally when both people feel safe, valued, and understood. When you learn to read this silent language, something powerful happens. Conversations feel more meaningful, interactions feel more alive. You begin to notice the emotional layers that most people overlook. And often, the most beautiful relationships begin exactly this way, not with loud declarations, but with shared smiles, soft laughter, and quiet moments that slowly build trust. Thoughtful. So the next time you find yourself in a conversation with someone, pay attention to the details. Notice the energy, the posture, the tone, and the subtle expressions that words may never fully capture. Size. Sometimes the most honest feelings are not spoken, they are simply shown. Thank you for spending this time with the female psyche, exploring the deeper signals of attraction and human behavior. Thoughtful. If this insight helped you see relationships in a new way, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more psychology and attraction insights. And before you go, leave the word aware in the comments if you enjoyed this content and want to see more videos like this.